got in! I just got the email. I got accepted into my first choice university! The one with an insane SAT score requirement. The one we said was a total long shot. I actually made it! Isn't that unbelievable?
You want to know what's unbelievable? You're still trying to be the center of attention, aren't you? First thing in the morning and you're already shoving your test scores in my face again.
Wait, what? I'm not shoving anything. I thought you'd be proud. I've worked toward this for 2 years.
Don't flatter yourself. You think I care about your first choice university? God, you're so predictable. Every single time something goes your way, you run to me expecting applause. It would be laughable if it weren't so pathetic.
Mom, I'm serious. This is huge. I've dreamed about this school since my sophomore year. You said that campus was amazing. We talked about it.
Oh, would you just give it a rest already? I don't know what you're getting so excited for. You're not going to that school. I already sent your application to a community college on the other side of the state. Not only that, I paid the deposit 3 weeks ago.
What? But I told you I didn't want to go there. Sure, they're less expensive, but they don't offer the program I wanted. I thought I was clear on that.
And I thought I was clear that you are attending there, and I'm not paying for anything else for the likes of you. Come September, you will be moving into an apartment near there. Your bags are getting packed whether you like it or not.
I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Why would you ship me off without even asking?
Because I'm sick to death of you, Connie. Every damn day it's, I got an A, or I won regionals, or look at my scholarship offer. You never stop talking about yourself. This house is not a trophy case.
I just wanted to share things with you. That's what daughters do. They tell their moms when they're excited.
No, what daughters do is stay humble. Look at your younger sister, Mandy. She doesn't need straight A's or stupid medals to be lovable. She's sweet and quiet and grateful. And she doesn't constantly make everyone around her feel like garbage.
I never wanted Mandy to feel that way. She's my sister. I care about her.
Please don't pretend like you're some respectable big sister for her. You live to humiliate her. You do it without even trying. Every time you open your mouth, you're basically screaming, "Look how much better I am." She cries in her room because of you. She thinks she's worthless because of you, and I won't let you keep poisoning her self-esteem.
But that's not true. That can't be true.
I'll bet you never noticed, did you? You're too wrapped up in your own little genius bubble. You want to know the truth? I don't like you, Connie. I never have. The only thing I've ever wanted from you is for you to be out of my hair.
So, all the work I've done, all the effort, it meant nothing to you?
That's right. You think life is some kind of merit badge system? You think if you get enough gold stars, I'll suddenly decide you're the favorite? Wake up! This isn't a competition you're ever going to win.
Then why did I even try?
I don't know. Maybe because you thought love was something you could earn. But guess what? I already have the daughter I want. Mandy is sweet. Mandy needs me. Mandy isn't trying to rub her straight-A report card in my face every 5 seconds. So yeah, take your perfect GPA and your college dreams and go. Go be impressive somewhere else. You're not welcome here anymore.
You really think all I've ever done is try to be better than everyone? You think I don't care about Mandy at all? You think I'm some type of monster for trying to make something of myself?
No, I think you're your father's daughter through and through. Everything about you, your tone, your face, even the way you walk around like you own the room, it's just like him. Tall, heavy-footed, always needing to prove a point. And let me tell you something, Connie, that look doesn't suit a girl. It never has.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I look at you and all I see is him, his sharp mouth, his arrogance, his need to be right. You inherited the worst parts of him, and none of what might have made you lovable. If you had been born a boy, maybe I could have found some use for you. But like this, you've always been too much and never enough, all at once.
You're seriously saying that if I had been a boy, you might have actually kept me around?
If you'd been a boy, at least all that drive and competitiveness would have made sense. But coming from a girl, it's just annoying. It's loud. It's ugly.
So that's it then. Everything I've done, all the time I spent pushing myself, none of it ever had a chance?
You got it. You were wasting your time from the beginning. The sooner you accept that, the better. There's nothing for you here anymore. Once you graduate, you're out. You are not to come back. Not for holidays, not for breaks, not ever.
And what exactly am I supposed to do once I'm gone? You're seriously cutting me off just like that?
You're nearly 18. Figure it out. I won't be sending you money. Mandy needs that more than you do. She's still here, still trying, still worth something. I'm not wasting another dollar on someone who's already halfway out the door.
You already made sure I was halfway out the door. You planned this behind my back. You made this decision before I even got the chance to hope. So fine, I'll leave. I'll finish out the school year like you want. I won't ask for anything else. And you won't ever have to see me again.
Good. Finally, something we agree on.
I used to think that if I just worked a little harder, one day you'd look at me the way you look at her. But now I get it. You only see what you want to see, and I was never what you wanted.
You're right. You never were.
Then I guess we're both done pretending.
Connie, I've been crying for the past hour. I heard everything. I was in the hallway when she said it. She really told you to leave. I tried so hard to change her mind. I begged her. I said it wasn't right. I told her you should be the one staying here, not me.
Mandy, you don't have to cry for me. You tried. I know you did. None of this is your fault, okay?
But it feels like it is. Every time she yells at you, it's because of something I did or didn't do. Because I'm too slow or too quiet or too scared to say anything back. And now you're being pushed out because I couldn't keep up with you.
No, you are not the reason this is happening. Mom made this decision on her own, and she's trying to blame it on everything except herself. Don't you ever think for 1 second that this is because of you.
I don't want you to go. I don't want to eat dinner without you or walk home from school without you. I don't want to sit through another day in this house without knowing you are in the room next door. It's already too quiet when you're not here. I'm scared of what it's going to feel like when you're really gone.
I know, Mandy, and I'm scared too. But if this is how it has to be, then I'll make it work. I always do, right?
I want to come visit you. I'll save up everything I can. I'll stop buying lunch at school. I'll skip movies with friends. I'll even sell the phone charms I've been making. If I can save up enough for a train ticket, then maybe I can visit during winter break.
You don't have to do all that. Once I'm moved in, I'm going to find a part-time job. I'll come visit you instead, okay? I'll take the train back and show up at the station with snacks and stories and something dumb I bought from a dollar store. You won't have to do anything but wait for me.
You always act like everything's going to be okay. Even now, even when it's awful and unfair and completely wrong, you still make it sound like we'll see each other tomorrow.
Because I want you to believe it. I want you to know that no matter how far I go, I am still your sister. And if it ever gets too hard with Mom, if she says something that makes you feel small or worthless, or if you ever just need me, then just call me. I don't care what time it is or what day. I'll come find you. I mean it.
I'm going to miss you so much, Connie. I already do.
I'm going to miss you too, but you're stronger than you think, and I'll always be just one message away.
I love you, Connie. You're the best sister I could have ever asked for.
I love you too, Mandy. Always.
Connie, I need you to come home. We're holding a funeral.
A funeral? You haven't messaged me in over 10 years, and this is how you break the silence? With a funeral invitation? What are you talking about?
It's about Mandy. Your sister is gone. She left a note and then disappeared. No messages, no sightings, just nothing. I'm sorry, Connie, but I believe she's dead.
Wait, what are you saying? What do you mean she left a note? What exactly did it say?
It said, I can't take it anymore. I'm disappearing from this world. That's all. One sentence, written neatly, folded on the edge of her desk like it belonged there. She didn't pack anything important. She didn't even take her phone. She just vanished.
How long ago did this happen?
It's been 3 weeks. 3 unbearable weeks of silence. I waited, hoping she'd come back. Maybe she just needed space. But the hours became days, the days became endless, and every moment felt heavier than the last. I reported it to the police. They said she's an adult. Probably just wanted to be alone a while. But that's not who she was. She wouldn't just disappear. Not like this. It's like she vanished into thin air.
And your solution is to assume the worst? Hold a funeral without even a body?
What else can I do, Connie? She left a goodbye. She made it clear she wasn't coming back. If she meant to return, she would have written again or called, but she didn't.
I don't even know what to say.
All I ever wanted was for her to be happy. I gave her everything I had. Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe nothing ever was.
You say you only ever wanted Mandy to be happy. So what exactly was going on in her life before she disappeared? What were you doing that made her write a note like that?
I was trying to help her. I was doing what any good mother would do. She's 20 now, Connie. 20! That's the most precious age a girl will ever have. It's the age when the real opportunities arrive, and I wasn't about to let her waste that window chasing some pointless dream or falling for some nobody.
What are you talking about? What opportunity are you even referring to?
I arranged a meeting for her with an eligible bachelor. It was a chance for Mandy to secure a stable, luxurious future. The man was interested in marriage. He's 60 years old, yes, but he's healthy, well-mannered, and has over $3 million in assets. He owns property in 3 states. Do you have any idea how rare that is?
Wait, you're telling me you tried to marry off your 20-year-old daughter to a man 40 years older? Are you serious right now?
You don't have to scream like I'm some kind of monster. I'm trying to explain this calmly. Yes, he's older, but he's incredibly wealthy. And let's be honest, he probably won't live another 30 years. Once he's gone, she'd inherit everything. She could live however she wanted after that. If she wanted to marry for love afterward, no one would stop her. She'd be young, beautiful, and rich.
That's the most disgusting thing I have ever heard. She wasn't some pawn for your financial strategy. She was a human being. She must have felt trapped, humiliated, completely betrayed. No wonder she ran away.
She didn't run away. She was emotional. She overreacted like she always did. I told her it was just a conversation, that nothing was decided yet. But she kept insisting she had a boyfriend, some plain-looking guy who works at a company no one knows. She said she wanted to marry him. But honestly, Connie, he wasn't worth her time. He wasn't handsome, he wasn't connected, and his family wasn't even well off. Why would I support something so aimless when I had a real offer on the table?
Because it wasn't your life, it was hers. And instead of supporting her choice, you shoved her towards someone she didn't want. You may not have physically pushed her out the door, but emotionally, you cornered her until running was the only thing she had left.
That's ridiculous. I gave her an opportunity most girls only dream about, and this is the thanks I get.
So, what did you do after you found that note?
After she disappeared, I did everything I could to find her. I went back to the police station again and again, but they kept brushing me off. They said she was an adult, that she had the right to walk away if she wanted to. One of them actually laughed at me. Can you imagine that? A detective smirking while I was begging for help.
And then you just gave up?
Of course I didn't give up. I went to our relatives. I called every single one of them. I begged them to help me organize a search, to reach out to their networks, to try anything. And do you know what they said? They said I should accept it. They told me the note was clear, that I should consider myself lucky I even got one. They said if there was no body by now, it meant she didn't want to be found.
And your solution to that was a funeral?
What else was I supposed to do? Just sit here surrounded by silence, pretending nothing happened? I needed something final, something to mark the end of this pain. I chose to hold a small memorial in the garden. Just a few chairs, a few flowers. I didn't even tell the neighbors. I couldn't. I didn't want them talking. But I thought maybe. Maybe if you came, if we stood together for a moment, it would feel real. It would feel like a closing instead of a question mark.
You want me to come for closure?
Yes, and maybe for something more. I know we haven't spoken in years. I know I said awful things, but this house is too quiet now. There's too much space and too many memories and no one left to witness any of it. If you came back, even just for a little while, it might feel less unbearable. We could talk. We could try again.
That's not going to happen. And I won't be attending the funeral either. I'm already busy today.
Busy? What on earth could you possibly be doing that's more important than your own sister's memorial?
I'm at Mandy's wedding, actually. She picked a lovely venue.
What did you just say? Hello, Mom. It has been a while, hasn't it? Mandy, is that really you? Is this some kind of twisted joke? Where are you? What is going on? It is not a joke, and I am not hiding. I'm perfectly fine. I just needed to disappear for a while, and now I finally feel ready to speak. You left a suicide note! You vanished without a trace. I held a funeral for you. I mourned you. I have been living in a nightmare for weeks, thinking you were dead. Yes, I left a note, and yes, I disappeared. But I never said I was dying. I said I was leaving this world, and I meant the world you created for me. I meant the world where I was nothing but an accessory to your plans. I couldn't breathe inside that life, so I had to create a new one. You let me believe you were gone forever. How could you do that to me? Do you have any idea what that kind of grief does to a mother? Do you have any idea what it does to a daughter to be told her worth depends entirely on who she marries? Do you know how it feels to be treated like a transaction, an investment you expected to multiply? You wanted a contract with a man who could pad your pride and buy your silence, but I already had someone I loved, and you refused to see him. You refused to see me. You said he was your boyfriend, but he was completely unremarkable. No pedigree, no family assets. No professional standing. He was just ordinary. Why would you choose that? Because he respects me, because he listens to me, encourages my dreams, and treats me as if my thoughts matter more than my appearance. He never once told me to be small or agreeable. He told me I could study what I wanted, live how I wanted, and be the person I actually am. That is why I chose him. Are you saying you are really getting married to that man? Yes, I am. Today, in fact. That is what Connie meant when she said she was at my wedding today. She's here with me. We planned this together. You planned this with Connie? So this whole time, the two of you have been keeping secrets from me? It was not a secret. It was a boundary. Connie respected my decision when no one else would. She was the only one who did not try to force me into a life I did not want. And what about me? You did not even give me the chance to say goodbye. You just disappeared. You vanished without warning and left me with nothing. I left because warning you would have changed nothing. You would have screamed. You would have threatened. You would have dragged me back into your orbit. I didn't want to fight. I wanted peace. So I did the one thing I knew would make you stop looking for me. I was your mother. I raised you. I fed you and clothed you and gave you everything I had. I loved you more than anyone else in this world. You loved your idea of me. You loved the version that smiled and obeyed and agreed with everything you said. But the real me, the one who wanted to fall in love, who wanted to grow, you never accepted her. You told me my future would be decided by a man you chose. You said love could come after wealth, that happiness was secondary to appearances. I couldn't live like that, and I will not apologize for walking away. So, this is it? This is how you come back into my life? Telling me you're marrying the man I rejected? Making me look like a fool in front of everyone? This isn't about appearances anymore. This is about survival. I faked my disappearance because it was the only way I could be free. And if you had ever once asked what I wanted, none of this would have been necessary. You are still my daughter. You still carry my name. And I will carry it with dignity because I earned my freedom without breaking myself for approval. I hope someday you understand why I did what I did, but even if you don't, I'm still moving forward. Today, I am marrying the man I love, and I'm doing it on my terms. What am I going to do? I've been trying to reach Mandy for days now, and she won't respond to a single message. I've called, I've emailed, I even sent a letter to that ridiculous P.O. box she set up, and there's been nothing. No reply, no acknowledgement, just silence. She has completely shut me out. I don't even know where she's living now, or if she's still using her old number. She's acting like I'm some stranger off the street, not the mother who raised her, fed her, gave her everything. And after all I've done, she won't even give me 5 minutes of her time.
Maybe she finally realized that 5 minutes with you costs far more than it's worth. And maybe peace and distance are the first real gifts she's ever allowed herself to keep.
You think that's clever? You think that kind of bitterness makes you sound wise? It doesn't. It makes you sound spiteful. You both seem to think cutting me off is some kind of triumph, like you've finally risen above the woman who carried you into this world, but life isn't as simple as that. Eventually, reality will come knocking, the bills will pile up, your so-called love stories will fall apart. And when that happens, neither of you should expect me to be waiting with sympathy or support.
Trust me, we don't.
Well, since Mandy has made it crystal clear that she wants nothing to do with me, I suppose that leaves one option, and honestly, it might be the better one in the long run. You were always the more sensible one, Connie. More focused, less emotional. I think you would handle the arrangement with more grace.
What arrangement?
The one with Mr. Whitmore, of course. The marriage proposal. Yes, he was disappointed when Mandy backed out. But when I mentioned that her older sister was still single and much more reliable, his mood changed instantly. He said he was still open to the idea, provided you were willing to consider it seriously. You may be older than Mandy, but you're still within the range he prefers. He's very excited about the possibility, and frankly, I think this could work out even better than the original plan.
That won't be necessary. I've already spoken to Mr. Whitmore myself.
Excuse me?
I contacted Mr. Whitmore shortly after you brought him up again, and I told him Mandy was no longer available. Not now, not ever. But that there was someone else who had been deeply invested in the arrangement from the very beginning. I explained that this woman was older, yes, but still eager for companionship and entirely motivated by financial security. I told him she was assertive, experienced, and unashamed of placing wealth above love. I gave him your name along with your phone number, and I attached a recent photo. The one you posted last month in that blue silk dress with the caption about still turning heads at your age.
You cannot be serious. You're making this up. You wouldn't dare do something so outrageous.
I am completely serious, and I have no reason to invent any of it. He responded within the hour, and I remember every word of his message. He said, "She's young enough for me. Tell her I accept." So, there you have it, Mother. I hope your new life brings you every ounce of comfort and control you once tried to wring out of us. You wanted status and security. Now you have it. Enjoy being the rich man's wife.
You cannot possibly mean that. You wouldn't actually hand me over to that revolting man. He's greasy, unspeakably old, and reeks of desperation and cologne. When he came to the house, he stared at Mandy like she was something he could hang in a trophy case. And now you expect me to smile and say yes to that? This is cruel, even for you. This isn't justice, it's humiliation.
You told Mandy he was charming, established, and wealthy beyond measure. You said his age was a blessing because he would die early and leave everything behind. You called it a golden opportunity that only a fool would reject. So if this was the prize you dangled in front of your daughter, then I see no reason why you shouldn't enjoy it yourself. After all, you earned it.
Connie, please, forget about Mr. Whitmore. Forget about everything I said, everything I did. Let's just begin again. I'm begging you, let me try to fix what I broke. From now on, I will love only you. I will give you everything I have, and we will rebuild what was lost between us. No more comparisons, no more favoritism, just a mother and her daughter starting fresh.
You don't get to erase the past just because you're afraid of the future you built. You chose your comfort over your children's happiness, and now you want sympathy because you're left standing alone. I don't want your affection, your apologies, or your second chances. I don't want to be a part of your life at all.
Connie, please wait. Just listen to me for a moment.
Goodbye, Mother. And this time, I mean it. In the end, she actually went through with it. My mother married Mr. Whitmore in a quiet, uneventful ceremony held in one of his lesser estates. She wore pearls, smiled politely for the photos, and assured the neighbors that her new life had finally begun. But behind closed doors, things unfolded as I expected. She lives in a sprawling mansion now, yes, but not as a partner. She's more like a servant. She fetches drinks for his guests, attends events only when summoned, and has no access to his accounts. The inheritance she once chased is buried beneath legal restrictions she never saw coming. Meanwhile, Mandy wakes up every morning next to the man she chose. They share meals, goals, and laughter. No wealth, no connections, just love and freedom. I see her sometimes, over cups of tea that don't cost anything but time and honesty. And that's enough. That's everything. She got out, and so did I. We didn't burn down her empire. We just stepped outside it.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.